Hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is Jansen from VMO. Today I'm going to be talking to you about place fishing. Yeah, it's that time of year when the fish move inshore, and if you know how to go about it, they're actually quite easy to catch. Well, today I'm going to be taking a look at some new products from Seadra. These are attractors that go on your trace. Place are very visual feeders. They like to home in on a bait, so a little bit of bling on your trace can go a long way. Let's take a closer look at these and see what they're all about. So, a whole new range of attractors from Seadra Fishing. Perfect to go on your trace to attract species of fish which are, primarily visual feeders, those that home in on something that moves or something that flashes or something a bit colourful. So let's take a closer look and see exactly what we've got here. So starting off, pearlescent shiner attractor beads. Now, I like the look of these because they're only 5mm, they're not bulky. So this means I'll be able to put them on a clip down trace and they're not going to impede my casting distance. So the other nice thing about these is it's a bead it's multifaceted, and by that I mean it's multi-faced, so it's really going to bounce the light off. Don't know if you can see, but that really sparkles nicely, and I'd say that any place on the prowl for an easy meal is going to be drawn into something like that. Really catches the light nicely. Now that's definitely going to be a winner if you're after something a little bit more discreet, something that's not going to restrict your casting distance anyway. So that's the pearlescent shiner attractor beads in the 5mm. They look good. Let's see what else we've got. So same thing again, pearlescent shiner attractor beads, this time 8mm, so a little bit chunkier. Maybe not for your shore fishing because these could cut your casting down a bit, but look how they sparkle. Absolutely brilliant. Now, I'd probably use a string of these on a boat trace, perhaps fish a wishbone rig with, some nice big ragworm on there, maybe some long thin strips of squid, and these are going to do the business. They're going to draw fish in, especially if you're fishing really clear, fairly shallow water where you've got good visibility. Where a little bit of light gets down there, it's going to bounce off of these. Look at that. Look at all the colours reflecting in them. Absolutely perfect. Yep, I like those. They're nice. What else have we got? So these are floating bead stoppers. Well, obviously, this is more than just a bait stop. It's going to sit above your hook and it's going to pop up your bait to some extent. And I mean, it's not actually going to lift it right off of the seabed, don't get me wrong, but it will give it just a little bit of movement, just get it sort of wafting around. And again, it's a way of drawing the fish's attention in. So we've got a nice high vis yellow here. That's a really, really vibrant yellow. That really kicks, I like that. And we've got a silver. Obviously silver is the kind of the go-to lure colour of old. It's always been something that's going to reflect light and draw fish in from afar. And what have we got here? We've got the good old green and black. Yeah, I mean, in recent times, green and black is off the scale. It really is the colour to go for if you're place fishing in particular. Although I dare say all three of these colours are going to be, good for place. This one here, the fluoro yellow, does actually say bream fishing special. I can see that definitely. And the silver, yeah, I mean, Seadra have got this down as an all-round species attractor, and I can see why. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to put these on some Amnesia just to see how they look and how easy they are to get on a trace line. So, Amnesia trace line. Chances are if you're fishing from the beach or the boat, you're going to be using this stuff, or you would have done it one time or another. Anyway, it's not about that. Here we go. So I've got a yellow high vis floating bead stopper here, and you can see you've got the little wire loop at one end. Now I haven't done this before, so I'm doing it on camera for the first time. That is going to go through the loop. And I'm just going to pull that over like this. Making a bit of a meal of it because of the camera tripod in the way again. But there you go, look at that, nice. That just sits on there, a treat. There's a bit of tension, certainly enough to stop a a bait from flying up the trace on the cast. And that looks good. That looks really good. I can just see a ragworm's head butted up against that. You know, a couple of nice wriggly ragworm hooked down here. Perfect. Just a little bit of extra bling, that's what I'm thinking. So if this was a boat fishing trace, then I've got some of these lovely 8mm pearlescent shiner attractor beads here. And I'm just going to pop those on as well, just to give it an extra kick. Pull that up. There you go, look at that. That has got place written all over it. Very nice. And what we've also got now in the Seadra fishing range is the Seadra knot pulling tool. Now these really are invaluable. Everyone should have one of these, and to be quite honest with you, I was making traces last night and I couldn't find mine. Well, what happened? Managed to pull the line through my finger. So there you go, great example of why you need to be using one of these. They're so simple for pulling up swivels, hooks, just to give you a little extra purchase when you're pulling on heavy rig bodies and bigger swivels and things. It just makes life a whole lot easier. I'm a big fan of these. They really are a great little gadget. So that was a closer look at some of this fantastic new terminal tackle from Seadra. I can't wait to give some of these products a go. Hopefully the weather's going to improve soon. We'll get a bit of clarity in the water and we can put these into action. If you found this video useful today, please do consider subscribing, but you can pick up all of these and more over at veals.co.uk.